Hey there guys and girls, welcome back to another one, well, maybe actually the first video on our new channel where we get to celebrate all things otaku, geek and anime, manga, etc. And well, because we called the channel Whammy's House, we're going to kick the whole thing off by sharing a little bit of something called Death Note. Guys, it's a fantastic anime, manga, movie, series, etc. There's a ton that goes with it. And definitely one of my favourites. We're going to be sharing some more of my favourites. I'll be sharing with you guys some info if you haven't seen them, where you can go and see them, where you can get a hold of them. You know, maybe a little bit dodgy, but you can watch them on the internet for free. So if you guys, firstly, let's kick that one off because that one's a really big one. A lot of different websites will actually allow you to watch anime for free. And I've got a few of my own, Anime Freaks. I think it's .tv, but just search Anime Freaks, you'll find it. Then there's bleachget.com, narutoget.com, a lot of those. So if you guys got your own, please do that you use, please share them. I know YouTube makes it very difficult to share links down beneath, but if you kind of just don't put any of the www, just write the name and then put the word dot in brackets, so kind of go, you know, Naruto get open brackets dot close brackets com, then it should allow us to share them that way. And what I'll do is I'll actually put those into a separate video, and then of course I'll just add them all to like the captions or whatnot, and we'll be able to share the links that way. So let's kick off Death Note, because definitely one of my favorites. You know, it's, to be fair, it was really short in terms of like series length. It runs from number 1 through to 12 effectively. Number 13 is a special edition. It's called How to Read, and you know, it kind of more or less runs through different bits and pieces about the series itself. It'll take you guys through the different characters, you know, bits about their lives, stuff like that. Also some characters that you guys may not know of if you haven't read some of the books, because there's also like there's a few books, the LA Murder Case and stuff like that. They feature characters like BB, Beyond Birthday. Here was a guy born with the Shinigami eyes. This is my Death Note number 1. It's the collector's edition as well, you know, nice hardback version, pretty cool stuff. So you know, and basically it revolves around what is called the Death Note. It's basically a book. It's a notebook, never-ending pages, really cool. And yeah, basically anyone's name who's written in there is dead, good as such, until it gets picked up by boy genius. His name's Light, and he starts to use it to create his perfect world. He then gets tracked down by the man, the man himself, L, who is the world's greatest and finest detective. He's actually, if you follow the anime, he's as old as I am, which is pretty cool. We're both born in the same year. I'm just geeking out because we're born at the same time. He was born in 1982, but then of course if you follow manga, he was kind of born a little bit earlier. I believe they say 79, but hey, you know, that's just for geeking out on that kind of info. But yeah, you know, and it follows, there's a story, the Shinigamis become involved, there's the Whammy's House boys, which are well, basically a whole bunch more, you know, super intelligent detective types, and they all try to catch Light, because basically he's gone and engineered this entire fandango to create his perfect world, and it goes through some of the, it's some of the most well thought out, you know, anime that you'll ever watch. So I really can't, if you haven't seen it, it's beyond explanation. For anybody who hasn't seen it, it is just absolutely awesome stuff, crazy stuff with some of the craziest characters you're ever going to come across. So definitely go check it out. Somebody share a link with us down below as to where you guys can go watch that one online, because it is, like I say, really crazy stuff. I absolutely love it. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with it, you know, apart from the fact that we do have all of the manga. We've also got all the movies to watch. I'm not going to say this, you know, it's some of the best acting in the world, but then of course if you're going to geek out, you may as well just geek out. There's the first one. Now, the reason I don't have the collector's edition right here is my sister. She's got that one, but I've got hers. She was just anyway. Then there is, wrong order, there is the second movie, which was number 2. Now these follow a kind of different, they follow a more cinematic version of the story itself, but you can see there's our boy Light, and that's L, the the uber genius. And they come with their own Death Notes, if you haven't seen them before. And that's basically what Death Note is. The first few pages were actually written with instructions, and then the blank pages upon which you can write people's names. Ever so tempted to use it, but if only it would work. So yeah, you can go through, have a look at those. I mean, if you haven't seen the anime, I wouldn't say watch a movie because you just spoil the anime, to be fair. And then there was, of course, the third, which is L Change the World. Really, it's not as good as the others, to be fair, in honesty to it. That one, same again, special edition, comes with a white Death Note. But yeah, definitely not one of the best. But it does feature L constantly, so of course, absolute L fan, then of course go for it. Pretty cool stuff. I've got a bunch of toys that go with it and stuff, so I'm just more or less sharing some of my passion for it, trying to get those of you involved who aren't involved yet, meet the man. To go and watch it. I'd definitely say it's worth a look. Really short series-wise. It's not one of the longest you're going to watch. So, take some time out, go check it out. It's awesome, crazy fun. What I've done though is in celebration. We're going to continue with the Death Note theme. I'm just more or less, running you guys into it. We're going to put up some of my favourite characters and their theme music, because everyone has their own little tune that they rock to in the anime. So, I'm going to put up everybody's theme, always on my ringtone list, so definitely check it out. I also this is how bad it got, and I'll discuss how anime gets involved in our lives later. I also took the liberty of hunting down the phone that L used in the movies, because I needed it. It was something I needed to have as part of my collection, and I actually managed to hunt down the phone that he uses in the movies. The case itself is battered. It's very, very second-hand. I just so happened to find it at a friend's house, and he said, "Oh, by all means, have it." He didn't know how stoked I really was when he gave it to me, but it was awesome stuff. So I do have that as well, hiding around. I've got a ton of stuff, but yeah, we're just going to geek out with it for a while. Like I say, I'm going to post up everybody's theme, share that, and we can just start the discussion. Who's your favourite character? If you have watched it, if you haven't watched it, go on, have a look around, and I'm sure you'll be able to find somewhere to watch a couple episodes, and trust me, you will be hooked. Awesome stuff. And then of course next week, once we've kind of finished off the weekend with some more Death Note stuff, we're going to be starting on Bleach, because Bleach is definitely another one of my favourites, so we're going to get into that. Another one that we'll be discussing, of course, is Naruto and the Full Metal Alchemist. So yeah, get ready for some of those, guys. I really hope you enjoyed having a look, having a discuss, and like I say, we're going to go Death Note crazy. And if you are new to it, I hope that I've convinced you in some way, shape or form to go and at least check it out, because to me it is definitely one of my all-time favourites. I think the fact that it is so short as well is what makes it a classic already. It's quite old. It's not exactly one of the newest ones around. It's not ancient either, but the series does end, bang bang, done. And you can get it all now, you can watch it all together and do that. So take the time out, do go check it out. I'm sure in some places the movies may be knocked down a bit in price by now, so go check them out, guys. I will see you again later. I am, of course, L's true successor, and hey, until next time, people, have fun.